ask for help.
Sure, sure.
He looked at me and he just gave me, kind of look. Like, he didn't believe me. He looked at me, from head to toes, and then he go back to reading. He didn't believe that I am the person in front of the magazine. How can I show the magazine is on the wall? How can I show?
You can send him a pictures.
I can show you later.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it on.
Yeah, so I go into the restroom. I clean up a little bit, my hair, clean up a little bit, and I come out and I told him that, please, you open the magazine, the centerfold, big photo of me at the centerfold, which is me. So he looked at that and he see that, yeah, it was me. Then he allowed me to make a phone call to my embassy. Oh, thank you so much. May I show you the photo?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Beautiful.
No, can you see it? No, this way, lighting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just bring it a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Wow.
Yeah, this is the photo. So I would cover on the magazine, female magazine in Philippines. It
Yes,
was
beautiful.
just 2 weeks.
There was so
Just 2 weeks before that, the photo. And then
Yes.
he see that, well, at the time that I went through so much, from desperate from leaving my country,
Yes.
the country situation, and I was in jail for 24 hours. I don't look like this in the
Yes.
picture. So anyway, he believed, now that he believed that I am the person in the photo, he allowed me to make phone call. So I call the people, I call the ambassador of South Vietnam there, who happened to be my friend as well, Mr. Ambassador Chuông Bửu Điện. And I also call my leading man that I just finished working with him. He happened to be the son of the chief police of Singapore.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. So they came to jail and get me out. But they allowed me out of jail only 48 hours. I have to get out of Singapore. They deport me. Within 48 hours, I have to get out of the country. And my ambassador friend, he go around to all embassies, all other embassies, asking for a visa for me to go anywhere, just get out of Singapore. But unfortunately, at that time, no other country would grant me a visa, which means I can't go anywhere. So with the help from my embassy and my friend there telling me that Saigon, South Vietnam is going to fall anytime now, going to fall into communist. And it is like a regulation or rule, forgive me for my English, the regulation of immigration.
Mm-hmm.
If a passenger on a plane landing anywhere that his or her country turned to communist, that passenger would allow to enter that country as a refugee.
Oh, wow.
But not yet.
Okay.
Saigon is not falling yet. I cannot go anywhere. I cannot become refugee. So with the help from my friend in movie industry and from the embassy, they bought me an airplane ticket, a very expensive ticket to go around the world, buying time, so that the moment wherever I landed, I will become refugee of that country.
Okay.
So after 48 hours limit time, I left I left Singapore. I went to Bangkok, Thailand. From Thailand, I went to Hong Kong. From Hong Kong, I went to Korea. From Korea, I went to Taipei. From Taipei, I went to Japan. From Japan, I went to France, where I really hoped that it would the time, because my family, my sister, my uncle, they live in France. I wish that I could land it there to join my family there. But no, not yet. When I landed in Charles de Gaulle airport, I wired my sister already before I came about my where I go around. My sister waiting for me at Charles de Gaulle airport. We see each other, we both in tears, we cry, but we cannot talk or cannot even touch each other. We are between the glass wall.
Oh.
We saw each other, we yell, we cry, until the announcement again. I had to go back to the plane, and from Paris, I went to London. From London, I went to New York. From New York, I flew to Toronto, Canada. The plane landed 6 p.m. I remember clearly, 6 p.m. on April 30th. There, I heard Saigon fell into communist. I became the first refugee in Toronto, the first Vietnamese refugee. When I went to the immigration, they said that you are the first refugee in Toronto, Canada. So I became refugee there. But very lucky that in Canada, that my sister-in-law and my 3 children also live there. My children went there for school. But I landed there without money. April, no money. I went to, they call Welcome House, the government. Few days later, I went to Welcome House looking for help. They gave me a big coat because it's still very cold. I have nothing but clothes on my back. Only a jean, I only have the jean clothes on my back and a small handbag. That's all I have. It's still very cold. And they gave me a big coat and $75. That is all. You are on your own. And they said that I have to looking for job. Okay, so I went to the job placement for interview. There, the interview asked me, what is your professional skill? I told her that I am an actress. She looked at me. She said that we are not doing casting here. There are the list of jobs on the wall, a big board on the wall, with you know, many job titles. In front of each title job, there is a small box, square box. Whatever the box have a check, which means that job has been taken. So they say that you look at that, whatever available, you take it. I look all kind of good job, like telephonist or whatever, nurse, or working in a hospital, working on beauty salon, whatever. So all been checked. Only the last job the box is empty, is cleaning after the chicken. The only job available.
Cleaning up the chicken.
Cleaning after chicken.
Okay.
Minimum wage per hour, $2.25.
Oh my God.
And not working in the city. It's a little bit far out of skirt of the city.
Mm-hmm.
I have no choice. I have to take it.
No choice.
So that was my first job as a refugee.
Okay.
Cleaning after the chicken. Every morning I have to wake up very early, 4:30, 5 o'clock, take the subway to go to Saburo, out of skirt of the city. I have to be there before the chicken wake up, right? So the first going there, they provide me a long boot cover above my knees, with a like a raincoat cover over the boot, and with a mask, and then told me to go to the where all the water pump and they give me a hose. Great, this is not a garden hose, small tiny hose. This is a big hose, like a fire truck hose. So very heavy. I know, very heavy for me. You cannot hold like that. They told me that you have to put over your shoulder, let the shoulder take the weight, the heavy, and hold onto the hose. And then when they turn on the water, the pressure of the water would fly you out.
Yes.
So I have to do that. I have to walk for a mile.
Oh my God.
8 hours.
Oh my God.
Cleaning the chicken farm. Huge mile. Cleaning. And when you clean and when the sun come up, all the smell, very strong smell, make you feel like you want to, vomit.
Oh.
Yeah. I worked like that for 3 days. I get sick. I think I was sick not because of physical work, but because of so many things. My country just fell into communist. My husband's family still left behind. What happened to them?
Yes.
Can they make it? Are they still alive or dead or what? So many things. And how about my family here, my children and me? What about our future? Before the fall of Saigon, I make a lot of money. I send $1 here for my children to go to school. But now, no more work. With a job cleaning after the chicken, how can I survive money for private school for my children? No, I can't. So with all the salary that I work for 3 days in the chicken farm, and the $75 that the Welcome Home gave it to me, I decided I have to go to America. I have to go to America. I want to go back to acting. That's the only thing that I know how to do. The first person I called was Mr. William Holden. Remember, I mentioned earlier that he gave me the card, and he told me that, Ching, anytime you go to America, stay with us. And this is our phone, our call. So I called that number. And there was a woman's voice, answered the phone. I asked her, I said, are you Mrs. Holden? My name is Kieu Chinh. I came from Vietnam. I was Mr. Holden's friend. Could I talk to him? She said, yes, but I am Mrs. Holden, but we were divorced. We divorced. I don't know where he is now. I told her that this is very important, life and death. Very important, I have to talk to him. She said, okay, She was very kind to me. She was very nice. She said, I think you can call his agent. He would know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And she was very nice, gave me his agent phone number.
Mm-hmm.
So I called William Holden's agent. His agent told me that Mr. Holden is out of the country. He went hunting.
Oh no.
We don't know when he's coming back.
Oh.
The second person I called was Burt Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He was my leading man.
Sure.
I called. But there was a woman voice, I don't know who is that, keep telling me that he's not available, he's not available. The third person I called was Clanford. He doesn't remember who I was.
Ah.
I'm running out of money.
Yes.
My God, long distance call at that time from Canada to America is not cheap. It's not like nowadays. Long distance call at that time is a lot of money. So I opened my address book. There's only one more name that I know in America. But this name I met only one time, and that time was 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was actress Tippi Hedren.
Uh-huh.
I called her, but
Mm-hmm.
I called with a very thin hope. I'm not sure that she would remember because I met her only one time 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Tippi Hedren was the actress in the movie The Birds, Hitchcock's movie The Birds. I met her in 1965. She was guest on my show with actress Diane McBain and Danny Kaye and Johnny Grant. 4 of them was on my show, on my talk show. So I called with a very thin hope that she'd remember me.
Mm-hmm.
She picked up the phone. She said, "This is Tippi Hedren. Who is that?" I said, Tippi, this is Kieu Chinh. Remember me? Kieu Chinh from Vietnam, South Vietnam. Remember me? I'm the movie actor. I was so nervous because this is my last hope.
Of course.
My last dollar and my last hope. I said, Tippi, this is Kieu Chinh. Help me. This is Kieu Chinh from Saigon. And I was crying like mad. And she said, calm down, stop crying. Yes, I do remember you. I was thinking of you when Saigon fall into communism. I wonder if you're still there, you dead or alive. I'm very happy that you call. Now tell me, where are you now? I said, tell me. I said, Tippi, you have to call me back. I have no more money. And then the phone is about running out of time. Call me back. This is the number. Call back. And my God. I'm sorry. She called me back. She told me to calm down. Everything would be okay. Calm down. I will take care of that. We both cried. And 4 days later, she sent me an airplane ticket with a telegram that welcome actress Kieu Chinh to America
Thank God.
to inaugurate a refugee camp in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the telegram is only a kind of formality for getting a visa
I see.
to enter to America. Without a reason, I cannot just go in. I don't have a passport and nationality Canadian yet.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, Tippi Hedren assisting Dr. Larry Ward, the president of an organization called Food for the Hungry. Food for the Hungry organization sponsored 500 Vietnamese refugees from Vietnam to Sacramento. It was the very first camp for Vietnamese refugees in Sacramento. So I came. Tippy receiving me at a small airport. I remember it was late at night. Small airport in Sacramento, very cold. And Tippy and me, we see each other. It's just like, just I can't express the feeling. I can't express the feeling of the two of us. We keep holding each other without word. Nobody say anything. We both cry. And then he said, okay, let's go. Where is your luggage? No luggage. I just came with clothes on my back. No luggage. So I'm sorry. So I stayed at the camp for 15 days. With Tippy, we helping my own fellowmen, the refugees, by serving food, providing, blanket, clothing, cleaning after the day in the kitchen, and also I help like an interpreter or translator for people who do not speak English to fill out the form and thing. By the way, just a very short moment. Tippy was the godmother of nail industry, of Vietnamese nail industry in America. You know why? Because from that camp, before the camp closed, everybody was worried that what would I do here in America, that we don't speak good English, we don't have professional skill, what should we do? So it was Tippy's idea that she said that she has a friend who has a nail school or something, nail salon, I don't remember exactly, nail salon or nail school, so that they take 20 very first Vietnamese women refugee to go into nail industry. From that first 20 person, they became a professional in nail. They're working and they make money and they keep calling more and more their friend, their family. And you know that nail industry now is the biggest industry in America. That 75% of nail industry income is from the nail industry. Anyway, that's out of the other story.
I was talking about Tippy Henry.
Yeah,
She gave that up.
Yeah. Yes. So now they call Tippy is the godmother of nail industry. Anyway, go back to my story.
Yes.
I stayed there after the few days, and then Tippy brought me back to her house. I stayed with her. At that time, Melanie Griffith, her daughter, just moved out with her man, Don Johnson, actor Don Johnson. So I stay at Tippy at Melanie room, Don Johnson. I met Don Johnson there, Melanie was there. So I stayed there for a while. That Tippy would running around every day, drive me around, go to immigration. My God, she is everything to me. She had to sign all kind of paper to sponsor me so that I can stay in America. You know, Greg, when you sponsor somebody, you are responsible for that person. So I came to America not under any refugee official government refugee system. I have no help from government or got any thing here beside Tippi Hedren. If anything happened to me, Tippi is responsible for me for that. So she opened her arms and her heart, Tippi. She opened her arm and her heart to take me in.
Wonderful person.
Wonderful person.
Yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful person. And then William Holden returned from hunting.
Okay.
He got my message.
He got your message.
He sent me the biggest bouquet of flowers that I had never received in my life. It's not a bouquet. It's a big box. A big box. It's about 100 to 200 roses.
Wow.
Big box of roses. With a card. Say, welcome to America.
Oh,
Make
beautiful.
this land your home. He called me. I said, I need job. I need to work. Anyway, this is a very long story. Anyway, it was him, Mr. Holden, and Tippi Hedren. Help me. How can I work in Hollywood as an actor without an agent?
Yes. So it's
Without become membership of Screen Actor Guild, SAG. I must have SAG card and agent. And I cannot prove that I was an actress. I cannot prove that I was famous in Southeast Asia. William Holden told me that anybody asked who you are or you was, tell them to call me, which means him.
great.
So he was able to put me at William Morris Agency.
William Morris Agency.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
You know, William Morris Agency is very big, right? They,
Yeah,
they,
that's one of the best.
they will not take me in as a refugee
Right.
without seeing my work.
Right.
So Bill Holden said that talk to me, talk to him. I will tell them who you are. So I was taken in by William Morris Agency. And I have a membership card from SAG. Don Johnson took me out for audition.
Don Johnson.
Yeah, at that time I remember he was working in the movie something like with Dustin Hoffman. I forgot something about the government, about I forgot the title. But anyway, I went out. I never auditioned before in my life. I don't know what audition is about.
We did. Okay.
In Vietnam, I don't go for audition. If you want me in your movie, you ask me. I don't go for reading. I don't go out for audition. Never. So one day, Tippi Hedren took me to a Hollywood party. I remember it was the party, the premiere of the movie Jaws. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't go to Hollywood party. I don't know. I don't know anybody else but Tippi and her family. So I was a kind of lost in the party. Everybody was, so many beautiful people dressed up in Hollywood style and actors and actresses. I'm so lonely there. I took my drink and standing in the corner by myself. Yeah, at that time, I'm sorry, at that time I smoked cigarette. I was with my cigarette standing in the corner with my cigarette, and somebody saw me standing there. He asked somebody, who is that? And somebody told him who I was. Now, that somebody happened to be Mr. Burt Metcalf, executive producer of show MASH.
Wonderful.
I didn't know the story until it happened.
Right.
That months later, my agent called me.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Ching, I'm surprised. I received a phone call from MASH Production asking for you. This is something different. Usually, I am the one who looking around to send you for audition.
Yes.
But I received phone call, they asked for you. Go,
They request.
go. So I went there. He said, go and call me right back after the meeting.
Okay.
So I go there, and after the meeting, I call my agent right away. He said, how it happened? Who did you see? Tell me, what happened? I was very calm. I said that, well, I met two gentlemen. One named Bert McCaff, the second named Alan Alda. He said, oh my God. Alan Alda. He said, oh my God, the two famous two main person of the show. Do you know who is Alan Alda? I said, no, I don't know. Have you seen movie? Have you seen MASH? I said, no. I don't even have a TV. I don't even have a TV. I never seen MASH before. I don't know who's Alan Alda. He said, oh my God. So what did they say? How was the audition? They said they didn't. What audition? They just asked me, and they gave me the script, and they said, go home, read the script. If you like it, it's yours. That's all. My agent said, oh my God, what amazing. He said, okay, you read the script. I have to looking for paperwork. So it happened.
At that time, MASH was the most popular TV show, right?
Yes.
That was number one.
Yes. And you know what? It was so emotional for me that the day I went to the set, for the first time after a long journey I have went through,
Yes.
I see my chair with my name
Wonderful.
on the set.
Yes.
My chair next to my leading man, Alan Alda's chair with his name.
Yes.
I said, oh my God, is that me? So it was the most memorable, beautiful week working on the set of MASH. Alan Alda and the whole team was so wonderful to work with. It was fun, it was friendly, it was caring, so caring. 7 days working on the set. And when it is wrapped, I go home by bus. I didn't have car yet. At that time, I go by bus. I go home. On the bus, left the set, I cried. I said, oh my God, this is over. I wish it's longer, but it's over. I go back to my apartment, the empty apartment. The moment I walk in, my phone ring. I was surprised. I didn't expect any phone call.
Right.
And the phone ring. I pick up the phone. He said, Ching, this is Alan. I said, what? And he told me that, I know how you feel. Thank you for the time working with you. Make us realize that we've been taking advantage of our life in Hollywood, of our situation. I know what you have gone through. And thank you. I enjoy working with you. Tear came to my eyes. And later, on some show, I don't remember, interview him. I remember he said something that later it caught on the TV guide. he said, Kieu Chinh is so talented. Hollywood must have a place for her. That's what he said. And he was quote. I think it was Johnny Carson's show or something. I don't remember exactly. But it caught on it, printed on TV Guide. So that was the most beautiful work that I received as an exile artist in America.
Wonderful. From the role on MASH, then you started getting pretty busy, fairly busy, being on TV and whatnot. What led to the role on Jola Club, which most people remember you for? I know myself, my family were so unbelievably touched by your performance. I think anybody that is of Asian descent understands the feelings in that movie and understands the heart and soul of what that movie was portraying. I know my parents are Korean, and I know they went through something very similar to what was portrayed in the movie, but something very similar to your life experiences as well. Can you describe how you landed a role in Jola Club, or how that came to you?
I don't know how to say it. It sounds like my destiny, Greg. I went out for a lot of audition. You're lucky you got one tiny part, because of every audition, every time that they have a tiny part, it's just few lines, tiny part, but so many Asian actresses there. You name them. We from Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Thailandese, Philippines, India, Vietnamese. But we all look alike to Hollywood, right? We are Asian, we all look alike.
Right.
So I went out for audition, only landed in small part here and there. I worked in a lot of shows.
Yes.
From China Beach to Hotel to Santa Barbara, from Vietnam War Stories, you name them. I've been in many small shows until Oliver Stone Productions preparing shooting Heaven and Earth.
Heaven and Earth, okay.
Yeah. And I was asked, I think the casting, I forgot the name now. Oh, her name is Brisa Brennan, casting director for Heaven and Earth, asking me help to looking for some Vietnamese in the Vietnamese community for the movie. So I was helping that, casting some small part for Vietnamese character in the movie. So I was in the building, Oliver Stone's building, working on that. And in the same building, there's an opposite office. They are casting for Jola Club. I know that, but I didn't go for that because I read the book Jola Club already. So I know this is all about Chinese women. I do not speak Chinese. So I was sitting out there, and one casting director of the Jola Club, it was Heidi Levitt. Heidi Levitt. She said, she saw me sitting there. She said, why don't you go into this audition? I told her that, yeah, but I do not speak Chinese. She said, just go in. So I go in. I met director Wayne Wang there. I met Amy Tan there. I met Ron Bass, the script writer, the famous script writer there. They all talked to me. Just talk, because I didn't prepare for audition or anything. So, and then they gave me, Wayne Wang gave me the script. You read the script, read the character of the 4 mothers, and come back here tomorrow.
Wow.
So I go home, I read the script, I come back, and it's funny, he didn't ask me to read, just talk. He said that, he said, if you have the choice to choose one mother, which one would you choose? I said, thanks to Amy Tan, I enjoy the story so much. The way you wrote, I have the feeling that each character, I am a little bit in each character. I love all the character. But if I have a choice, I will pick up Mother Swan, the mother, because Mother Swan has a background almost similar to my own life.
Yes. Yes.
My own background.
Yes.
I came from a country war. Wayne Wang said, exactly, that's what I have in mind about you. I'm glad. You are Swan. So I got it.
Oh, wow.
You see, so both 2 projects that I enjoy the most, Mesh and Joy Luck Club. I didn't really go for that, but I make it. Many other, I go for audition, I didn't make it. And working in the Joy Luck Club was the most wonderful time in my career that I have. Working with Wayne Wang, Amy Tan is always there, Ron Bass is always on the set, and we, the cast, get along so well. The 4 mothers, the 4 daughters, we get along so well, we have fun. The movie shot in San Francisco.
In San Francisco?
Yeah, most of the movie shot in San Francisco.
Even the war scene when you were with
No,
babies?
most of the movie, I say most of the movie. At that time, I don't know, should I allow to talk about this or not, but yeah, maybe the project is done, maybe I could share a little bit. At that time, when Wayne Wang, the director, told me that the budget was limited. He wanted to shoot the movie in China, but
Yes.
the budget was limited. So he cannot bring me to China to shoot it. But later, when Disney company see the daily, he see that, at first I remember the story, director Wayne Wang told me that, Amy Tan also told me that it was very difficult to get this story off the ground because of nobody believed that, oh my God, the story is all about women and all about China and Asia and who would interested in that. So it was very difficult to get the whole project off the ground. Until lucky that Disney picked up, but they give a limited budget. Until they see the daily, they say, aha, it's quite interested.
Mm-hmm.
So when asking for 3 more millions added to the budget, and with that extra adding,
Yes.
The company was able to bring me and the actor who played my daughter, Ming-Na Wen, to China.
Amazing.
Yeah, for Ming-Na Wen scene, the ending scene,
Yes.
that Ming-Na going looking for her twin's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
That's the endings of the movie. Shot in Shanghai.
That was in Shanghai.
In Shanghai, yeah. But for my scene, go back, flashback, my
Yes.
scene when I was young, during the wartime, I left my twin babies in China during the wartime. That scene we shot in Quilum. I don't know how to pronounce that. In Quilum. Quilum, yeah. I could never forget the scene in Quilum. It was so cold. So cold in Quilum. And Amy Tan was with me, the producer, director, everybody was ready. I forgot the name of the producer. Anyway, everybody was prepared for the most important scene.
Yes.
That in that village with the big tree.
Yes.
Weng is very difficult for his take. Must be like this, must be like that. He said the take must be at 6 a.m. when the sun hit the tree. When the sun hit the real sun hit to me, between me and the two babies.
Yes.
Is where he want to shoot the camera. So the next morning, it was so cold, but everybody had to wrap so many layers of coat, and even they wrap the raincoat, even with the foil paper to avoid the cold, so cold. But Wen told me that you cannot wear all of that, just one coat to make the beauty of that. And the two baby, the family with that twin baby, that was their first baby. They don't want their baby to be too cold.
Sure.
So we have to wrap them so well, and the grandma was there, the grandma from the mother's side, the grandma from the father's side. They all love their children. They keep holding the children, the child, and they only allow when the camera is ready, then they put the baby there, and not for preparation. No, something like that. For preparation, we have to use a fake baby, and all of that kind of thing. And for me, and when we go there the next day, 5 o'clock, we have to be there for preparation. And the moment we went there, and the producer said, no, we cannot shoot. I said, what? He said that the villager said that we do not have their permit to shoot here. I said, what? The producer said that we do have permit to work here. They said, yes, sir, you have permit, but up in the city. You don't have permit in this village. So go back to the city and work in the city.
Oh, God.
But not in this village.
Okay.
Oh my God. So they keep arguing back and forth until 8 o'clock. The sun is gone. When one said, oh no, I need that morning sun, I need that morning sun. I will not work without the morning sun going in this way. So we had to come back the next day.
Oh my God.
The next day, the producer have to deal with the village, pay them extra money. And even the tree, that tree, we have to pay extra money to have that tree next to the two houses there.
Oh my God.
The tree belonged to next to their house.
Right. Oh wow.
Can you imagine with all of that difficulty?
And it's so cold too.
It's so cold, and then in the morning that was the wrap. No, I have to share with you a great about taking the scene. It was very. I know how the whole production have went through difficulty, money, difficulty, permit, working, and so many things. And I asked Wayne Are there anything you tell me about the scene? To prepare about the scene? He holding me. He said nothing. You do how you feel. I wouldn't say anything. You can speak any languages as you feel. You don't have to speak Chinese at the scene. Just do the way how you feel it.
Yes.
And he asked the whole set. Camera is on, but not on me, and I don't have to act yet. The camera is on, waiting for me. Everybody is quiet, waiting for me. He asked me to Ching, you go on your own. They put the two babies there. Now the baby is yours, do it. I go there. It was swimming. But you know what? Honestly, I remember when I told Wayne that I love the character because it is similar to my own life. I remember the time that my father left me. And now I just consider how he feels. I am now the mother, left my twin babies in China. So instead of speaking Chinese, if anybody look at that scene again, you will see that I speak Vietnamese. I call out, con, 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 I call out in Vietnamese. The moment I slip out, I didn't even hear the cut. When just signal something cut. He came and grabbed me. I said, one more take? He said, no, just one take. So that was the take, one take. So that was the scene, just one take. Go all difficulty, one take.
That was a amazing scene.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I remember, and then the producer read me and took me out of the village. In the evening, everybody was so happy because tomorrow we go back to the United States. So that day was everybody would go to the bar, drink, and Amy Tan don't see me. She doesn't see me at the bar because everybody was there before the dinner. And she didn't see me there. She go to my room, knock on my door. She said, Ching, what happened? Everybody's waiting for you. Go down. Everybody's at the bar. We have drink now. And she grabbed me. She said, oh my God, what happened? I was so hot. I had fever. I was sick.
Oh, yes.
I was so sick. Not that day. I sick the day before. She said, oh my God, Ching, what happened? Why don't you tell us? You were sick. I said, yeah, but what can I tell you? Can I tell the producer and Wen Wang that I'm sick? I'm sorry, I cannot work. You all have to wait for me because of that scene. Only me, the actor. If I told you that I'm sick and everybody sit there and wait for another day, so how it was happened that I was so sick that day, cold, sick. But I'm still working, and Wayne is happy about the scene. So, thank to Wayne, thank to everybody. Thank for the whole team. I have really enjoyed working with that whole team. Amazing, and we became good friends. Ming Na Wen as my daughter, and other young actors. We've been working together before as mom and daughter, and. Later, I became good friend of Lisa Lu and Franz Nguyen and Sai Chin. We all, get along so wonderful, and amazing that wherever we go now, we just had a 25th anniversary of Joy Luck Club, and 25 years already. People still recognize us wherever we go. I go to Paris at the airport, they recognize me. I go to London, they recognize me. I go to New York, they recognize me at the airport. People still recognize that. That's an amazing movie. Thanks to Lily Tan, thanks to Wayne Wang, thanks to Disney. Pick up that story. Wonderful.
I recommend anybody listening to, if you have not seen that movie, see that movie. That is the best Asian American movie by far. Nothing comes close to it. And for so many Asian Americans, it represented so many of the feelings that we had, a lot of the history that we have, a lot of the family dynamic and how the family works, mother to daughter. But even for me as a man, my dad to me, a lot of those sentiment, a lot of that, what you want for your children, or what the experiences of being an immigrant coming to the United States, it's all portrayed so beautifully in that movie.
Yes, it was wonderful. All characters. From the four mothers, the four daughters, they are all so wonderful. Ming-Na Wen and Tomlin and Rosalind Chow and they're all wonderful. All four mothers, each character. I love it. It was. I'm so happy that Joy Luck Club was able to kind of open the door for Asian movie at that time. So amazing. Wherever we go, we see that we were welcome. The movie was welcome.
Yes, absolutely. Why do you think it took so long between Joy Luck Club to Crazy Rich Asians to have another movie? In my opinion, they're two different type of movies. I don't think Crazy Rich Asians was a great movie, but it's not the same as Joy Luck Club on any means. But why do you think it took so long for that to happen? And is it going to be so long for the next one? That's what I'm worried about.
Good question, Greg. A very good question. I asked that question myself for so long. I thought that after the Joy Luck Club, Asian actors would have a lot of work, would have a lot of story more. But I was surprised. Nothing happened. Why? I thought that after the Joy Luck Club, after the box office of the Joy Luck Club, the Asian story would blooming.
Yes.
And there would be a lot of character for all of us to work, but nothing happened. It was sad, so sad, until crazy rich Asian woman,
Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, and until that movie. Congratulations to the Crazy Rich Asian happened. And I hope that we don't have to wait for another 25 years for another Asian movie. I hope so. I hope that we don't have to wait for another 25 years to have another Asian movie get into box office.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It was what I liked about both movies is that it portrayed Asians, I think in the right light, for once, it showed Asians in roles that were not normally shown, right? So you get to see the dramatic aspect in Joy Luck Club, the deep lives that Asian Americans live. And then in Crazy Rich Asians, you got to show the beauty and the aspect of something to be proud of as Asians. But we'll see what the next one has to offer. Hopefully something soon. I know you had a great career. Was there any directors or actors that you didn't work with that you wish you did, or that you wish you had the opportunity to work with?
Well, there's so many that I wished I had the opportunity to work with. I was very fortunate that I worked with director Franklin Schaffner.
Schaffner, okay.
Yeah, Franklin Schaffner directed Papillon and
Papillon.
and General Pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was very fortunate that I had the opportunity to work for him in the movie Welcome Home.
Welcome Home.
With my leading man, Chris Christopherson.
Okay.
Yeah. Amazing. I admire him so much. Of course, there's so many other directors that I dream to work with, like David Lin. I always admire him from the all the big movie that we hold for our life, and Steven Spielberg. Of course. I dreamed that I would have the opportunity to work for him because I admire him so much with the big movie like Empire,
Empire of the Sun?
Empire of the Sun, and Schindler's List. I wish that he would make a kind of Schindler's List about my country, about my people. Yeah, he was amazing, and there's so many out there.
Yes.
Clint Eastwood, for example, and I also admire Peter Farrelly. I admire his work in the movie Green Book. The Green Book, I really like his way of presenting character.
I see.
Yeah. Yes. So many out there that I hope I have a chance to work with, but I don't know. It's very difficult for an Asian at my age working in Hollywood. Like I mentioned, I hope that we don't have to wait for another 25 years to have another Asian movie.
Mm-hmm.
And because like Vietnam War was in front page media for 15 years. Vietnam War then was the longest war in America history.
Mm-hmm.
Vietnam was on headline, front page, print media, electronic media, for 15 years. Many books have written about Vietnam War. Many movies have made about Vietnam War. But most of the books and the movies was made by the outsider.
Yes.
And the outsider only see Vietnam as the face of war,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
of explosion, of killing, of barbed wire, of blood. Where are we? The human being, the people. Even war, we still have culture. We are still people with love, with passion. I don't see that yet. I'm still hoping. I'm still hoping that someday there will be a movie about that country, about its people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to see that younger generation, my Vietnamese younger generation movie people,
Mm-hmm.
like director Han Chen. He has made the movie called Journey from the Fall. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that my dear friend Alan was one of the producer,
Mm-hmm.
and Han Chen the director, and
Mm-hmm.
I also worked in that movie,
Mm-hmm.
a part of Grandma, a black team, I'm happy to see that Ham Chun and Alan Ford, they are young generation, but when they enter the motion picture industry, they're thinking of their country, of their people, of the root, and they're making, yes, war movie, but in more of the side as more of the people life. Yeah. And there's so many talented out there, so many talented young generation, from books to media to movie. From book we have, I'm very proud of my friend Mr. Viet Nguyen. He wrote the book, and he was the first Vietnamese to have a Pulitzer Prize.
Wow.
Yeah, Pulitzer Prize. He's very young writer, very young author, a synthesizer, Pulitzer Prize. I hope that his book would turn to a movie.
Yes.
Yeah. And we have many out there on media, talented like Betty Nguyen. She was anchor on CNN.
Yes.
And Lina Nguyen, she was anchor on TV here, and so many out there. And now go back to the movie industry.
Yes.
We have so many talented from Ham Chun. I just mentioned that his movie, The Journey from the Fall, received 28 awards around the world.
Wow.
Yeah, and we have actresses like Ngô Thanh Vân. She was on Star Wars, and recently she was on Spike Lee movie. Will be shown tonight on Spike Lee movie. And we have actress Hồng Châu. She is in Downsizer movie.
Downsizing, yes.
Yes, and I admire so many of them, and from my dear one that I love him so much, Tony Bui, director. He was one of the very first one in America, young generation. He made the movie 3 seasons.
3 seasons.
Yeah, and latest one, Bảo Nguyễn. I'm so proud of him. He is the producer, writer, director of the documentary about Bruce Lee, Be Water.
Oh,
Bruce Lee documentary. Look at that.
That was him. That's right.
You see? Yeah, no, Bruce Lee is a kind of symbolic of us, the Asian actor from Hollywood, going back to Asia, became famous, became the symbolic. Yeah, at first he wasn't big welcome in Hollywood.
No.
Look at him as an Asian, have second, third part.
Yes.
Could not become a leading man until he go back to Asia. Until Raymond Chow produced all of his big movie, Bruce Lee movie. He become, the symbolic of Asian.
Yes.
To make all of us proud of. All of us look up at him.
Yes.
And yes, thank you, Bruce Lee.
Yes, absolutely.
You paved the way for us to go up. And thank to Bảo Nguyễn, he made that documentary. So now the world can see who is Bruce Lee and what he has went through to make he become Bruce Lee.
Yes.
And Bảo did a wonderful job on that. Excellent job on that.
Excellent.
So many
Bruce
things out
Lee
there.
is like such a representative of, is an Asian success story, an Asian American success story. But he had to go to Asia to become that success. Even though he was here and everybody could see how great he was, but he had to go back to Asia to make that happen, unfortunately. But I know in 1996 you got an Emmy. Can you tell me what that was for? Was it a movie that you made?
Oh my God. Well, that Emmy is for a documentary about my returning to Vietnam called Kieu Chinh, A Journey Home, produced by Fox Television with producer director Patrick Perret. So that Emmy is for that documentary, Kieu Chinh, A Journey Home.
Fantastic, amazing. Lastly, is there? You're such an amazing actress, proven over and over again, and I know every performance I've seen you in has been so touches my heart. You know, is there any advice that you would give to actors for, or just life advice that somebody could use to?
Oh my God, how can I say it like that? I cannot advise anybody. I talk so much is my way to share my experiences to the younger generation.
Yes.
So that you can see that I have went through so much.
Went through so much.
I was born and grown up in the wartime. It's not easy to be an actress. Movie is a kind of deluxe things during wartime. And I have went through so much, and I felt so many times, but every time I stand up and walk on my own. So that is the only thing that I can share, that if you are passionate about film, if you love your work, then go for that. Even it's not easy.
No.
Film is not a smooth road to walk on. But if you love it, if you are passionate about that, then you will make it. You know, with your passion, with your belief, with your love, even it is hard, very hard. So I look forward to young generation who grown up and who has a much easier life, much luckier than I am, that I can see that they have much more chance, a brighter future in their career. And yeah, I see that. I see that many young names that I just mentioned earlier, that now as an exile artist, exile person, that I try so hard to be survived, and here I am today. And I see that all my young friends in motion picture industry, they are so successful now. So many directors. I cannot mention all the name. You know, Dustin Nguyen, the actor from 21 Jump Street. You know, I love him. My dear friend Dustin, yes, and Johnny Chi Nguyen, and some more director Victor Vũ and Charlie Nguyen, and so many out there. So many, you know, and Leon Lê, and you know, all the names there. They are so talented. They are so talented. I have to repeat Alan Ada, what he said about me, that Alan said that Kieu Chinh are so talented. Hollywood must have a place for her. Now I would like to use that line. I said that they are so talented, all my young friends. Hollywood must have a place for them. You know, that's what I want to say. Yes. Hollywood must have a place for them. They're so talented. So many talented people out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Kieu. Thank you so much for your time. This interview was probably the best conversation I've ever had in my life.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I know anybody listening would be touched here. I'm so grateful that you spent some time with me today, and I know that this interview will be inspirational for everybody, whether you're into acting, whether you're into entertainment, or whether you want to just hear a life-changing story or a story of struggle and success, and how we can all draw inspiration from this, regardless of what race or what nationality. And it's the human story that's most important. And I want to thank you again, Kieu. I will make a hard copy of this. If I could get that picture that you had, I can add that into the interview from when you were in the jail in Singapore, I believe.
The picture? Yeah, I can send you. Yeah, sure.
Picture?
Yeah, the picture.
Yeah.
I have the magazine itself.
Yes, if I can get a copy of that, I can work that into here.
Yeah, sure. I will do so. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna edit this. I'm very slightly just the ending here, and but I hope to meet you someday
I hope
in
so
person.
too. Yes.
I know. I don't know when I'm gonna go to California next, but anytime you're in New York, please give me a call.
Sure. Now I know that I have a friend live in New York.
You do. You absolutely do. And I have a relatively big house, so you can stay with me. And
Yes.
my wife is a huge fan. She was surprised at how timeless beauty you are.
Thank you.
But yeah, let me. I'll do an edit on this, and I'll send you and Alan a copy. And what's going to happen is Charlie is going to do the intro, and we're going to add. Normally, I do an intro where I just talk, but he's going to add. I'm just going to talk, but he's going to add your pictures in there also.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So.
Did you say yesterday? We are not on. It is not for the story you make. But did you say you have a last question to ask me?
I think I asked all the questions.
No, you asked me. You asked me about my next project or something.
Oh yes.
Yesterday.
Could you
mentioned
mention what your
about
next
that?
project is?
Huh?
Or what you're looking to do next?
Well, I have. Of course, that I have dreams.
Yes.
And I am a little bit great about my dream. I remember every year when April comes, I feel, I don't know, anxiety or something, because it flashed back for me how it happened in the month of April. The fall of Saigon. Millions and millions of people's life changed. My life changed. I lost my loved one. I lost my property. I lost my film company. And at some point, I even lost my own identity to become an exile living in a foreign land. It's very difficult. So every year in the month of April, it flashed back to me with all the time and how I left my country, I was in jail, how I was flip-flop on the air, around the world, and landed as a refugee, and how I came here with nothing but clothes on my back. Mm-hmm. And so it's very difficult, to have all of that sad memory until 4 years ago. It was also in the month of April. I feel so sad, and I don't want that anymore. I have to do something. I decided, okay, 40 years ago, in the month of April, I was flip-flop on the air, flying around the world with no destination. Don't know where to go, don't know where to land it.
Yes.
This time, I would like to be on a plane, but I know exactly where I want to go, who I want to meet. So I decided, I bought a ticket. I go to Dharamsala with the hope that I will meet His Holiness Dalai Lama, which I did.
Wonderful.
Amazing. Amazing. I went there like other million of people went there. Everybody want to see him, right? Everybody want to meet him. So I went there. It's not like I went to India 50 years ago. The first time I went to India, I was an actress working in the movie Evil Within with the king of actor, King Avanan. When I landed at New Delhi, I landed as an actress, you know. Media meet me, film production meet me, flower interview. I arrived as an actress. But this time, I went back to India. Nobody see me at the airport. Everything was quiet. Nobody know who I was, who I am. I landed quiet by myself. I went to Dharamsala. On the first day, I see His Holiness teaching, and the people of the organization say that tomorrow morning His Holiness will bless whatever you wish. You write down on a piece of paper, very short, what do you wish him to bless you? So, like other 1,000 people there, I wrote down of what I wish. After I wrote the list of my wish, I see that, oh my God, this is a long list. I wished that I would have a big movie at the end of my life. Something like Schindler's List, something like Pianist, something like Life is Beautiful.
Yes, yes, yes.
The movies that I love.
Yes.
I wish I have that kind of movie. One more.
One more.
For my life. And I also wish that my charity work, my organization charity, the Vietnam Children's Fund, that I work together with my co-founder and co-chair, journalist Harry Anderson and Louis Pollard. And our goal is build schools for the poor children of Vietnam. We have that organization for 26 years now. Our goal is build schools for the children. We build, until now we have built 52 schools around the country at the area where have been damaged the most during the wartime. I wish that our organization would able to build more schools. And then I also wish that, okay, I just lost my big house during the economic crisis in America. I lost my dream house that I built. I built that dream house with the hope that that house would become my family museum, the museum where I collect the sound of Vietnam, the books of Vietnam, the music of Vietnam, the movies of Vietnam, the culture, everything. I hope that that house would become my own museum. The museum, I will keep it for my children, for my grandchildren. They would know where they came from. They would know about their root. This is my dream. But I lost that house during the economic crisis of America. Excuse me, I'm not crying about that. During that period of time, millions of people lost their job, lost their house. So I'm just one of them.
Right.
I'm not crying for that. In my life, I have lost so many bigger things than that, than a house. So in my list to His Holiness, I was dreaming to make one more movie. I was dreaming about, I would make a documentary about my life. The documentary is not about le moi, the me, le moi est haïssable. The self is, the self is contemptible. In French, we call le moi est haïssable. But the idea of the documentary that I dream of is about I am the witness of the history of my period of time. About the country, about the war, about the people, about the motion picture industry that I was lucky enough to enter from the very beginning of its industry since 1957. And then I have so many wishes for my children, for my grandchildren, you know, for my books, so that I can finish my memoir and everything. I make a long list to His Holiness. And then I said that no, not like that. Everything about me. I want this, I want that.
Right.
So I tear apart my long list. I rewrite my list. I still remember exactly what I wrote him. I said, His Holiness, my name is Kieu Chinh. I am an exile artist, now living in America. Sir, His Holiness, we know that the biggest river in Southeast Asia is the Mekong River. The Mekong River started from Tibet, your land, ended in Vietnam, my country. Please bless all the people living around that river. Have a peaceful life. Have happiness, as we are here now. Thank you, sir. That's all I asked for. I didn't ask for anything for myself. My long list of wishes I tear off already. Le moi is nothing. I didn't ask for me. And you know what? I was surprised. At that night, my phone clicked. I see somebody text me. His Holiness want to see you. I said, what?
Oh my God. Okay.
I thought that somebody joke or just joke on me or trying to do something. I did not answer that text. I go to bed. It was around 10 p.m. I go to bed. And then 10 minutes later, the text on again. Read the text, yes or no. I said, oh my God, must be something real. So I call back, and I call back to the person is His Holiness, I don't know, secretary or something, assistant. They said, yes, His Holiness read your request, and he want to see you.
Oh wow.
So then, yeah, he want to see you. It have to be 6:30 in the morning at his office, all the way up there on the mountain. All night I couldn't sleep. I was so excited. I was so, oh my God, I'm going to see His Holiness. So the next morning, I walk up Dharamsala from I stay at I forgot the name of the house, and I walk back. I forgot the name of that beautiful house that donated by actor Richard Gere.
Yes.
Donated. I forgot now the house, and that house become like a small hotel guest house for Dharamsala. So I have to walk down the mountain and then walk up to the mountain to see His Holiness 6:30 in the morning in his private little garden, beautiful, like somewhere up in the heaven.
Yes.
I wait there in the garden. Well, all the security are very tight, very tight.
I can imagine.
So I go up there and I sit there. I wait until I see the door open, and I see the slide of the collar of his robe, the collar, you know, the red brick collar of his robe
Yes.
coming out, and then I saw him, and I just kneel down like that. I did not go on the floor. I just my head down and my hand. Then I feel a hand on my head.
Yes.
His hand, blessing on my head.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, he put on my head, which means blessing. When he tap on your head, means blessing. And I look up with a serious look. I look back to him, look into his eyes, and his camera, his photographer coming out, take a picture of him holding my hand. But I look at him, but serious look. So, and one picture take, and he hold me closer. He said, "Smile, smile." He asked me to smile. So I have another picture, smile. So I have two pictures with him. One taking and not smile, very serious, very, you know. Then and the second picture, I smile, he smile. So, and since that day on, I realized that life is too short. You know, we have only one life to live. Live the best as you can. Do the best as you can. Not only for yourself, but for the people around you that you care. And if you are able, go further than only the people near to you. Go further, out there, to the world. To me, I believe that the world, we are all under same roof.
Yes.
We are all, somebody up there create us,
Yes.
human being. Even we are different color, but we are people, human being, and we are all under the same roof.
Yes.
So I believe in live with love and care. And I feel easier for myself. Therefore, I go back to the question that I am in the middle. My next project, to answer your question,
Yes. Yes.
is I try to finish my memoir
Okay.
about what I have gone through, what I think, and about and a documentary
Amazing.
about that. It's not about when it's coming out, Greg. Even the memoir or the documentary is not only about me, but about what I have gone through, I want to share, and the people.
Yes.
And I thank you.
Thank you. I can't wait to see your memoir. I can't wait to see the documentary. It's I think anybody who watches it is gonna get so much out of it.
Thank you.
Okay, Kieu. So I will edit this and send you. But yeah, if you could send me that The picture.
Yeah, can you wait a minute? I want to get the. You want me to send the photo?
Yeah, if you can send it to me by email, and then I'm gonna have Charlie help me with this. We're gonna cut this out, and polish it up a little bit. But I think you'll be happy with the results. And I know I'm getting a lot of people watching the channel now, so I think they're gonna love this interview. And
Yeah.
pretty
Oh, here's
excited.
the magazine. Here's the magazine.
Oh, okay. It's lovely. It's beautiful.
Yeah, the magazine. Yeah, right here. Yeah. And remember, I mentioned that I mentioned to the God that you open the magazine, you see the centerfold.
Yes.
It's the centerfold of the magazine.
Oh, wow.
The centerfold.
Wow.
It's the whole story about me. The whole story, the centerfold, the cover, the centerfold, and many pages in about the movie I made there, and oh God, I'm very lucky that I left with nothing, and somebody keep that and send it to me. It looks all torn up and all over.
Yeah, I mean, if I can get a picture, any
Yeah,
picture
sure,
from there,
sure.
that'd be great.
I will do
I
so.
can put it up on the-
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna cut this into 2 pieces, but I'm definitely gonna
Am
try
I
to
talking
release
too
it
much?
this week.
I talk too much.
No. No, a lot of times, like Dustin too, he kept on trying to cut things short. I like it if it's longer, to be honest with you. This is great. I'm very happy with this. It's better if it's longer, I think, you know. Especially you have such a great life, amazing life. So much to learn.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't wait to see it. Thanks to Charlie working hard on that, and thank to you. Yes.
Yeah, so I'll edit this. I'll send you whatever edit, you know, the final edit, or if you want the rough cut, I can send it to you. If, you know, whatever you think is better, or what Alan has any idea, maybe whatever he thinks is good. But Charlie's gonna work on this, so we'll probably try to shoot this out, release this on Wednesday next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If not, it's gonna be the following Wednesday.
Annie, can you take a picture of it? Can you take a picture of it?
It's okay.
I want to ask you to take a picture on
Oh,
right now. No, on
he
right
can
now.
he can screenshot that and send it to
Oh,
you.
really?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great. But yeah, I'll do that. So okay, great. And Kieu, you know, if anything you want to talk about, or you want to, you know, give me a call or whatever.
I think that's too much already. Especially, I was overwhelmed when I talk about the call to TP. Is that too much?
Nope.
It's good.
Nope.
Mhm.
No.
It's perfect.
It's all great. It's all good. Like I said, I'll probably only edit out a little bit, maybe some of my stuff, and then I'm just gonna talk to Charlie whether we're gonna make this a two-parter, or we're just gonna make it one piece. We might just make it one piece. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Charlie.
And
It's
you know
better.
what, Greg? I just remember now. I have sent Charlie the photo of I met Raymond Shaw. Ron Shaw in Hong Kong.
Run short. I think I have it. It's this one, right? Let me see if I can get it here. Run Shaw. Run Shaw is. I used to love when I was a little kid. I loved.
Yeah, this is the biggest. Yeah, that's the one. You see that? And you see that in Chinese, but
Yes.
somebody explained it to me that it was a reception that Ron Shaw introducing me with all the name director and actors, something like that. Maybe I'm not talking about that, but maybe in your introduction, you can mention, right? Hello, are you
Yes,
still there?
this was in 1960. This was 65, 60. This was after the Burt Reynolds movie, right?
Oh yeah, after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But
So you did a production for Run Shaw? You were in a movie
no,
for Run Shaw?
no, I'm not, because of at that time I was belong to a producer association. because I have my own. I have my own movie company.
You had your own movie company. Okay,
Yeah,
so
and
that's what this was. Okay.
so I belong to Producers Association,
I see.
and
Right.
besides as an actor,
Awesome.
and therefore I went to Asian Film Festival every year, and therefore I met. I even met Raymond Chow at the time that he worked for Ronald Shaw. I met Raymond Chow before he has Bruce Lee before he became Golden Harvest.
Before it was Golden Harvest.
Yeah. I met Raymond Chow before that, and
You
later.
didn't meet Bruce Lee, did you?
No. Oh, you make me feel yeah. I met Raymond Chow at the time that he's still with Shaw's brother.
Shaw Brothers.
Yeah, and then later he has his own company, Golden Harvest.
Golden Harvest.
Yeah, but at that time, going to Hong Kong, receiving by Ronald Shaw, he gave me the tour at the Shaw's Brothers Studios. It's very huge on a big mountain. And
Yes,
I met all the famous actors and actresses there from
Yes.
Lin Lin Chi, Li Le Hua, and I can't pronounce all the Chinese name, but I met them all.
Oh, so
the
cool.
movie there,
So
and
cool.
all the famous director. Some of the director name on that photo.
I see.
Yeah, some name is.
How about Jackie Chan? Was Jackie Chan there?
I haven't met Jackie Chan.
Oh, you didn't meet Jackie Chan.
Oh. Yeah, I met one Korean actor, but he has a nickname called Flying Boy. Very famous, Flying Boy, a nickname. I met him I met him many times because he also went to Asian Film Festival. That's how we met.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. I gotta ask my mom. Flying Boy. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Very
I have a
cute.
long
So-
life. I have a long life. Yeah.
And, so you have big plans for the weekend? Are you?
No, I'm stay home, trying to finish my memoir.
Oh, okay.
It's about to finish.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is Alan working on for you? Is you guys are friends, or he's working on a project?
Yeah, we
for
are.
you, or-
He's my young friend, and we have worked together in.
Yeah.
Hi, Greg. Hey, that was a wonderful, memorable interview. It's
Yes,
I'm very touched.
I
I'm
think
actually
once the final product comes out, I think it's going to be fantastic.
I'm actually within tears during the time that you and Kieu Chinh.
Even
had
you
the
know me
interview.
so many years, you never heard about this, right?
I almost cried a couple of times too.
Well, thank you so much for having this wonderful interview and with our legendary actress Kieu Chinh, and she is our timeline, for what happened to Vietnam and the history and the arts and cultures and literature of Vietnam. So I'm very
Definitely
proud
a
to have
living
her.
treasure. Thank you so
Yes.
much, Kieu. But yeah, both of you guys. If you guys are in New York, give me a holler. I mean, I have a big place. You can stay here
Awesome.
and whatnot. I mean, hopefully, my agent and managers are saying that productions are going to start again. I don't know in California, but supposedly here, August, I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they should be starting up now, and
Yeah, so-
so hopefully a lot of Asian themed movie will be
I'm hoping so.
will be
I'm
will be
hoping.
more thriving, so a lot of Asian
Yeah.
can have great roles. And
I hope so.
tell your wife and Charlie we say hello and
Yes,
thank
I
you.
will.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
I have one question.
Sure.
During we talk, is my voice too much? Too strong? Too loud?
Perfect. It's perfect.
Really? I
Yeah,
just
perfect.
realized. I just hear that. I just hear myself that. Oh my God! I speak too
Yeah,
loud.
it's very good.
No, it's
Yeah.
perfect. And then Charlie is a technical genius, so he can adjust.
Oh yeah! Please. Yeah, please tell him.
But it was perfect. It's perfect.
Okay.
It's really good.
All right.
All right.
Thank you,
All right,
Charlie. Thank
have a nice
you.
weekend.
Great.
You too.
I'll talk to you
Yes.
soon, Kieu.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Take care.
Yeah.